I'll be calling, again, I'll be calling the groups in favor. I'll be calling the first 5 speakers. So I'd like to invite forward Del Mar City Councilmember Terry Gaasterland, Del Mar City Councilmember Tracy Martinez, Richard Ciaba, Rachel Hayes, Julie Porter, Natalie Raschke, and Yusef Miller. If I've called your name, please come forward. You'll have 2 minutes to address the board, and I'll ask you to please state your name for the audio record.
Thank you. Tracy Martinez, City of Del Mar. I'm happy to be here today on behalf of the City of Del Mar, along with Deputy Mayor Gaasterland, to express support for the board's adoption of a resolution in support of the work the city has and will continue to do with the Fairgrounds to bring critically needed affordable housing to Del Mar and the San Diego region. Through a unanimous vote, the Fairgrounds approved an executive negotiating rights agreement, and the city and Fairgrounds will be working together over the next 24 months to determine a mutually agreeable location on the fairground property where housing can be built, and to conduct a site due diligence and other activities necessary to determine the scope of the development and the terms and conditions of a long-term ground lease. Affordable housing is needed in every community, and Del Mar is no exception. The City of Del Mar is committed to being part of the housing solution by bringing much-needed affordable housing to Del Mar, and greatly appreciate the Fairgrounds and the county for your support and partnership. Thank you for your consideration, and I strongly urge you to vote yes on the resolution of support today.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Thank you very much. It's a real pleasure to be here. Supervisor Desmond, Supervisor Anderson, and our new supervisor, Montgomery Stepp. And thank you very much, Tara, for sponsoring this item. I am Del Mar Deputy Mayor Terry Gaasterland. I'm joined here today by Councilmember Tracy Martinez, representing the City of Del Mar. This project is one that Tracy and I, as housing liaisons for our council, have been working on for years, and it's finally coming to fruition through this ENRA. As part of the certified 6-cycle housing element, the city has committed to facilitating the development of 113 affordable housing units in Del Mar, with a minimum of 61 of these to be targeted at the Fairgrounds. As envisioned, the Fairgrounds affordable housing units would be part of a 100% affordable development, 100% affordable, and yet it will fit into our community so well as we envision it. It will be for low, very low, and extremely low-income households. While we will be working with Fairgrounds to determine whether these units will be for families or seniors, I kind of envision it myself as for families. I think of the kids who are going to be living here. What we do know is that we will be working hard to make this housing happen. The work to be done under the ENRA also fits in very nicely with the master planning effort currently underway with the Fairgrounds. They're going to try to figure out what is our fairgrounds of the future, and in fact, the ENRA process will help them to think through what does it mean to have housing at the fairgrounds. Where on the fairgrounds property can housing be located? This is going to be an important process over the next 2 years. We are excited to continue moving this important work forward and urge the board to adopt this resolution in support of affordable housing at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. Thank you very much for your consideration today.
Thank you. If I've called your name, please come forward. Richard Ciaba, Rachel Hayes, Julie Porter, Natalie Raschke, Yusef Miller. Welcome to come forward in any order.
Hi, Natalie Raschke with Lived Experience Advisors. I came up here thinking we were going to get a pushback from the City of Del Mar. And so thank you. I'm surprised that they came up here and said what they said. It made me emotional. It also seems that affordable housing comes with a negative annotation anymore. And that's frustrating because every time I come to speak, there's a pushback. Affordable housing shouldn't have any negative for it. My husband and I worked in restaurant many years. Who will do these jobs at these upscale restaurants to these hole-in-the-wall places that nobody really sometimes enjoys doing, cleaning the toilets, prepping this food for, these nice restaurants? Are they making enough to afford the city that they are working in? Do they have to drive from outskirts areas with traffic that costs money for gas, less time with their families? Affordable housing should be put up everywhere. What's affordable anymore? Everything has gone up. Just like the world, we need multi-stuff everywhere, multi-people, affordable housing. Sorry. It's near and dear to my heart. My kids were born and raised here in San Diego. It was doable, it seemed, a while ago. I have a son that's 17. You know, people make these comments about, well, they should just move somewhere else. That takes money too. This is their home. They should be able to not worry about affording or living with their parents. He's 17, 18, he's gonna have to stay at home. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Hello, supervisors again. My name is Julie Porter. I'm with Lived Experience Advisors. I wanted to say I wholeheartedly support to put to better use some of the underutilized land at the fairgrounds, and I think it's an excellent choice for affordable housing. Thank you for hearing me today.
Next speaker, please.
Hi, Rachel Hayes with Lived Experience Advisors, and I am also shocked that there is no pushback because of Del Mar. I'm amazed at these two women right here fighting for affordable housing that everybody can afford, because we all know we have a housing crisis straight across the board for everybody. It doesn't matter what your income is. And I just want to say thank you to these two women, because it shows a lot. Because I was at Carlsbad, and there's a lot of pushback for their Windsor Point. And it's not fair. If we have the grounds to build the housing, because we need housing. We have a housing crisis, not a homeless crisis. Thank you.
As the next speaker is coming forward, I'd like to invite the speakers in opposition of this item, Mark, Paul the Bold, and Consuelo.
My name is Yusef Miller. I'm with the North County Equity and Justice Coalition, and I am blown away by Del Mar. Thank you for speaking up for affordable housing. And people need affordable housing everywhere throughout the county. No matter where you look, you'll find people who need affordable housing. We're in a housing crisis. This is why we have a homelessness crisis, because we have a housing crisis. So cities like Del Mar and legislators like the ones we see here today are the ones we need to make sure that everyone is taken care of. It was issues like this that caused the Black community of La Jolla to not be there anymore, because the affordable housing was taken away and they were moved off and moved over into Southeast. And this is how we get Southeast and Barrio Logan from these areas that were only concentrated low-income housing in these areas. But those people of color who lived in La Jolla, who lived in Encinitas, the people who lived in Carlsbad, they were not able to afford those houses, and at the time when they did, they moved them out with these covenants. So to right that action and to fix that action, we need an attitude, progressive and aggressive, to make affordable housing for everyone. Thank you.